Imagine coming to Mykonos, Greece, and trying to have one of the best days of all time. The thing is that Mykonos, Greece is actually one of the most popular and well sought after destinations that anyone ever has in their bucket list. And it is a dream for many, but it's only achievable for few. And if you're watching this video, it is achievable for you, because today we're going to be talking about a perfect one-day itinerary for Mykonos, Greece. I mean, our goal here today is going to be to grasp every single thing Mykonos has to offer, all in just one day. And today we're going to take you through this entire itinerary. We just landed right here on the old port right here in Mykonos. And we are ready to have one of the most majestic and fantastic days anyone has ever had in Mykonos. So let's get on with the day, and as you guys can see, beautiful views right behind me. We're really excited to get more of these. Let's go. If you want a full itinerary to have the best day ever, click the first link in the description and I'll go ahead and send you this amazing itinerary. Let's get into it.
After a quick 15-minute walk, we've made it to our first stop, which has the best view of all of Mykonos. Sam, where are we?
Well, we are right behind Bonnie's Windmills, and apparently this has one of the most iconic and the best views of Mykonos that you can ever get. And as you guys can see right behind me, we're able to see the beautiful turquoise blue water. Nice, I mean, amazing. All the houses here are looking amazing. I mean, everything's white for reflection purposes, and I mean, this windmill is just like looking over everything and basically towering over the entire city of Mykonos, and just looking extremely gorgeous. As you guys can see, I mean, that we've got 180 degrees. We start all the way from the dry mountains where there's some villas, but then we go over into the densely populated city, and it just keeps going until the port happens where a lot of the restaurants are, and all that just combines at Bonnie's Windmill right behind me. What a beautiful view this is. And as you guys can see right now, it's 1:51 p.m. and the sun is literally right on top of us, and it is glistening the entire city of Mykonos.
So one quick thing we actually forgot to tell you guys is we took the video from the parking lot because it actually opens at 5 p.m. So we couldn't go inside, but you know what? That's okay. Let's go to our next stop that Mykonos has to offer.
As we're coming down from Bonnie's Windmills, we actually see another ancient, more that vintage looking windmill right behind, well, shall I say right in front of us. And this one seems to be open, so let's go ahead and try to see what this windmill is all about. And as you guys can see, this windmill is like kind of broken, but you know, we take what we can get. We take the type of views that we're able to get, and as you guys can see, oh my goodness, we still have amazing views right here, and we're just a little bit more down, and right at the top is the Bonnie's Windmill. And as you guys can see, I mean, we're getting a closer look at the entire city, and ooh, it's actually kind of scary down here. So yeah, we're not gonna try to mess with this, but ooh, whoa, oh my God, looks like my cameraman almost fell down. But as you guys can see, I mean, great views right here on our way to our next stop, which is Little Venice. Let's see what that has to offer. And just like that, guys, we have made it to our second stop. And the second stop is not just a stop, it is a whole alley. They call it Little Venice. And today we're gonna try to explore what Little Venice is all about. Let's try to see why they call it one of the most iconic streets to actually observe right here in Mykonos. And as you guys can see, I mean, we're seeing extremely gorgeous views right behind us. And there's lots of different shops, lots of random alleyways leading into houses, leading into random businesses, leading into random restaurants, and all, like, literally everyone's just having one of the best days of all time. And I mean, of course, we are as well. And we're just exploring, shopping around, having a great time. I mean, what else could you ask for from the beautiful city, or shall I say island, of Mykonos? I mean, what a great day it has been, and what an amazing second stop it is. So let's hop over onto our third stop. Let's see what that has to offer. And after a quick 2-minute walk from Little Venice, we have finally made it to our next destination. The beautiful part about this next destination is that this destination is located in Little Venice. So let's see what this is all about. So while we're exploring and trying to figure out what this is, let's discuss what this actually is. Well, this place is actually called MYKONOS Mykonos Folklore Museum. So apparently some sort of museum. I'm not even sure what the word folklore actually means, but I know museums are cool. We like to figure them out. So let's see what this is all about. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's kind of looks like a ruins sort of museum. And as you guys can see, we're just hopping in here, having a great time. Wow. Oh wow, we've got a little chopper at the top. Let's come down and see what the coastal route of this museum is all about. Wow, I mean quite a lot of history as you guys can see. Oh wow, they have some pictures over here as well. Pictures of the old times that happened right here in Mykonos. Interesting. And then oh wow, there are pictures of this gorgeous young woman looking great. And let's keep going. I mean lots of historical. I mean this is this is good stuff right here. And oh my goodness, it all just opens up into the abyss. The beautiful, beautiful beach right here in Mykonos. I mean, wow, what a gorgeous view this is. Let's go ahead and explore the inside of the museum now. So after a little digging, I actually found out that we have been not in the folklore museum. We've got this entire thing has been the castle. So apparently it's like the Mykonos old castle or something. It's like some sort of ruin. And it's kind of funny because, you know, when Google Maps takes you places, you're like, oh, I'm here. And then you read the signs and you're like, oh my God, that's entirely different. Okay, right behind me, like the white thing that you see, that is the real folklore museum. But the thing is, every single time you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna go to a museum, let's go check out a museum. You're like, oh, maybe I'll be able to go inside the museum. The crazy part about this museum is that the door is not even open. I don't even know if it actually opens. There's like, I mean, it's quite an interesting museum they've got right here. But the one good thing about this is, of course, the architecture is looking extremely amazing. I mean, as you guys can see, extremely white walls, and just a gorgeous ancient type of architecture I'm a humongous fan of. And yeah, I mean the front of the museum and not really open. People are just taking pictures out there, so quite a funny thing. Great stop number 2, but just want to let you know, yeah, just also come over here and check out the castle, which is like literally right next to it. And this is the castle and that is a museum. Let's go over to the next stop.
So one super cool thing that you can do in actually both Mykonos and Santorini is you can rent flying dresses and take a gorgeous picture in front of a beautiful white monument of dress flying, and you're gonna look fantastic.
All right, guys, now this is crazy. So our third stop is actually Church of Pangnia, and I looked it up on maps, and they were like, "Oh, it's here." And I was like, all right, like, where? I don't see it. So we end up finding out that is the Church of Pangnia, and that is the museum. So this is stop number 2, and that is stop number 3 right behind me. And right in the middle is a castle that wasn't even on our list, but you know, now is. So yeah, they're all literally right next to each other, and it looks like, oh, it's like, you know, farther away on maps, but just want to let you know that, you know, this is it. And the museum was actually open. The church was the one that was not open. So as you guys can see, let's go. We're right in front of the museum. Let's go ahead and explore what this museum actually has to offer. Let's do it. All right, guys, just came back to the museum. It's probably the worst museum I've ever seen in my entire life. It's kind of creepy in there. Didn't even want to record. Just want to let you know, yeah, just don't go in there. You can just check it out from the outside and say, hey, I've been to the folklore museum in Mykonos. Let's go, next stop.
We're en route to our 4th stop from Little Italy.
MYKONOS!
And running into some friends. How you guys doing?
So good. Amazing.
I mean, how could you come to Mykonos and not explore the most iconic places on here? And one of the most iconic places in Mykonos is actually this view. You look at the pictures of Little Italy in Mykonos, and you literally see this view right here. And as you guys can see, we have the main icon of Mykonos right behind us. The Little Italy, the walls, and the waves crashing into those walls, the restaurants. I mean, all those are just combining into one of the greatest vibes I've ever seen in my entire life. And we are basically en route to our 4th stop. But the best part about this all is that our 4th stop is nothing but right there. And as you guys can see, we're getting very, very close. Let's get closer and see what that's all about. All right, guys, so the entirety of Mykonos, the wind has been so crazy that my hair has been everywhere. Kind of look like Justin Bieber in 2009. So right now I'm taking this opportunity to grab some of this amazing Mykonos water just to fix my hair a little bit, you know, make it wet, make the gel a little bit more stable, and wow, I already feel refreshed. And amazing Little Italy is actually supporting me while we're at it. So Great times. Let's hop on to our next stop.
And just like that, we've made it to our 4th stop in Mykonos, which is the infamous windmills. And they have a gorgeous view overlooking Little Italy.
Every single time you're visiting a country, you're visiting an area, your goal is to see and observe their most iconic places out there. That is exactly why we're right here in Mykonos, Greece. We are overlooking one of the most iconic places right here in Mykonos, which is the windmills of Mykonos. And as you guys can see, these guys are just towering the entire city of Mykonos. I mean, with Little Italy literally right in front of them. One of the most iconic pictures. I mean, you guys have probably seen it in calendars and everywhere in general. I mean, all this is just turning this into a vibe. I mean, we're all just having a great time, and this is making me fall in love with Mykonos in general. I mean, these windmills are literally the historical landmarks. You go to Paris, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Eiffel Tower. You come to Mykonos, you're like, all right, I'm gonna come to these windmills and actually see them tower over the entire city and have a great time with it. And wow, what a great 4th stop this has been. Let's get to the next stop. Let's do it. All right, guys. So right now we're gonna try to interview some random people who are sitting on the streets just to ask them what they think of these amazing windmills. So, excuse me, stranger, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing fantastic. So today we're asking strangers what they think about one of the most historic landmark that there is right here in Mykonos, the windmills of Mykonos. I mean, how are you feeling? What is this making you feel? And what made you come over here and check out this iconic area?
My friends told me to come here. I feel forced.
Oh, you're forced. She's forced. And are you having a great time while we're at it?
I am. It's amazing view. It's amazing. I have no words.
What is the if you had to describe this the feeling that you're feeling in just one word, how would you describe it?
Amazed.
Amazed. Wow. I mean, what a verb there is, right? I mean, wow. What a day. Everyone's excited. Everyone's having a great time, and we are too with the historic landmark of Mykonos, the windmills of Mykonos, baby. Let's go. And just like that, guys, we have made it to our last stop right here in Mykonos. We are at Paradise Beach, and as you guys can hear, this beach is filled with beach clubs. I mean, lots of great times, lots of different vibes going around, but my favorite part is the crystal clear blue water that is literally right in front of us. Now, as you guys can see, if you are able to see, there's a little bit of a sandbar deeper into the water where people are standing, and I have seen someone snorkel over there. There's potentially some reefs around here. I haven't confirmed it myself, but I did see a few people trying to snorkel, so that's great times as well. Lots of different things to do around here. I mean, the waves are crashing extremely hard, and as you guys can see, the entire beach, this is the most popular beach right here in Mykonos. The entire beach is packed. People are ready to have the best day of their lives, and they're finishing their days off just by cooling off in this water. I mean, it's 80 degrees, but it's 80 degrees humid, so it kind of feels like 95 or even 100. So long story short, amazing vibes right here in Paradise Beach. What a beautiful day it has been. I'm so glad I got to take you guys along and show you the itinerary that we just did right now, you know, to grasp every single thing this amazing island has to offer. I mean, Mykonos is one of the most gorgeous places I have ever been to, and if you're coming to Mykonos next, make sure to use this amazing itinerary for one day and trying to grasp it all in just one day. Just make sure you do this, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, because I am having a great time right in front of Paradise Beach. I mean, this is paradise. Let's go explore more. I'm not going to take you guys along, but I hope you have a great day. I love you. All right, guys, I know we ended the video, but we were like, okay, we still have a little bit of time, and we want to explore a little bit more. So we found out that there's this very good lounge called Santa Ana, and we're like, all right, let's go ahead and try to check that out. And we put it in maps, and it gave us the craziest routes. We're literally on these beautiful rocks, and we're literally just climbing. It's a whole ass hike in here, and we're just in Mykonos having a great time hiking to a lounge. Now, as you guys can see, I mean, crystal clear blue waters right behind us, and of course with beautiful boats in the back as well. I mean, could you ask for any day that is better than this? I mean, Mykonos has its ways. Mykonos loves to make your day the best day you've ever had. Let's go explore this lounge. Let's see what that's all about. Let's do it.